I'm the Unifor Local 103 Vice President.
Chairperson for Civil Logistics, Local 222.
And a proud member of Unifor Local 2107.
President for Local Section 6004.
Financial sector. I work for Unifor Local 2000.
Canada, part of Local 2002 with Unifor. We've never had the voice before. The power that this union has provided for our group. Right now we're doing the 1 in 15 campaign, whereas 1 in 15 people being hired by such and such a company would have a disability.
I have a number of disabilities, but the main one that I have is type 1 diabetes.
I have a visual impairment.
Mon incapacité est survenue suite d'un accident d'automobile.
Je souffre de troubles anxieux.
En fait, mon incapacité, c'est que je fais de la sclérose en plaques, qui est une maladie dégénérative du système nerveux.
It's important for people to understand that disabilities look different for everybody.
1 in 7 Canadians have a documented disability, so it's very much an issue that we have to be aware of. All individuals have a wide range of abilities. That wide range of abilities can very much be suited to different roles in the work environment.
I think the word disabilities needs to change because it's not about disabilities. It's about abilities. So we need to focus on what people can do and what they can do well.
They make assumptions just because my legs don't work, my head doesn't work either. If my legs don't work, my head works great.
Le handicap, c'est le dernier tabou. Les gens vont s'afficher comme étant toutes sortes de choses dans la vie avant de dire qu'ils ont une incapacité.
I have an invisible disability. I experienced a lot of judgment because people thought I was faking, that I wasn't ill. Unfortunately, there was a lot of stigma around mental illness. I blamed myself. I was shamed. I was embarrassed. I hid most of the time. When your illness or disability isn't physical, people don't recognize it as a real illness, as a reality. But it was my reality, and it was hell.
It's tough. It's tough because employers look at us and they say, okay, it's going to cost us a fortune to accommodate this person, or it's going to be very difficult. Maybe not. The average cost for an adaptation is $500.
Les difficultés qu'on peut rencontrer lorsqu'on est une personne ayant une incapacité est souvent au niveau des positions de travail, l'ergonomie du travail.
On my computer, I have this magnifier on the top of the screen, which, you know, if I want to see a certain thing that's on my screen, I can just basically put my mouse over it. It magnifies it at the top of the screen, and that's a huge lifesaver for me.
The culture of the workplace changes immediately. When people start to understand and realize the disabilities are there, visible or invisible. Not that they treat you differently. Nobody wants a free pass. It's just a culture change where everybody then becomes accepting. And the number one thing is to be accepted. There was never a, Kev can't do that. It was always inclusion versus seclusion. This person's doing the same job as everybody else. I'm quite fortunate I have a great job, right? But there's a large majority of disabled that don't. How many people are disabled and unemployed? How many people could we get into a job?
Some people make assumptions that the workers with the disability, they are not efficient at work and they don't want to be a team player, but this assumption is wrong.
I wanted to contribute in my workplace, and I wanted to be valuable to them, and I wanted to make a difference, be productive.
Souvent, nos managers, ils savent pas ce que la loi comprend. Donc, c'est de les amener à le comprendre, puis d'arriver à avoir des règles en place dans la convention collective qui fait en sorte que l'employeur a des procédures à suivre.
I woke up from getting a colonoscopy, and the doctor, before I was even awake, said, "Sorry, Mr. Poulin, but you have stage 4 cancer." And that was on a Friday. Started chemo on the Tuesday. So I'm rushing to get back to work, and I get informed when I come in the door that they've got no work for me and that it was a non-work related injury. I could not work that day. They sent me home. I just finished going through 16 weeks of hell with chemo, radiation, surgery, and then now all of a sudden they're telling me I don't have a job. Like, what am I supposed to do? First of all, I called Human Rights, and Human Rights said, no, they have to accommodate. So that's when I called the hall. I was back here the next day. I fought during negotiations to get our language changed in our contract to make sure that it stated that it was work-related and non-work-related illnesses or injuries.
Dans mon milieu de travail, on a réussi à avoir des lettres d'entente pour les gens ayant des incapacités, soit pour modifier totalement leurs conditions de travail ou des fois simplement seulement leur horaire de travail pour pouvoir pallier là, aux incapacités de nos travailleurs.
So what do we think? Providing for accommodations is a win-win for everybody, because if that employee feels more satisfied, they perform better. So ultimately, everybody wins.
I have a disability, but I have lots of abilities, and that should be the focus.
We are a large part of the union itself, and we are helping all of the groups come together. It doesn't matter which group you come from, we're all a part of the same movement.